Hey everybody, it's Glenn Schofield from Sledgehammer Games, and now that we kicked out that meathead Clay Matthews for being a shitty intern, we can finally get some work done around here, like fixing our game in spite of its 3-year development cycle. There's a lot of work that went into this patch between my gym sessions, so listen up. We finally did some weapon balancing, but not before MLG Columbus completely exposed the fact that the BAL 27 was by far and away the best gun in the game. We know that all of the supposed 150,000 people that watched the main event saw that BAL Fest in the kill feed. We reduced the damage and maximum range, and we increased the recoil on the BAL 27, so you guys can't make any BAL and jokes at me on Twitter anymore. We nerfed the HBR A3 as well, but didn't touch the AK-12, so that this way, people will still have something to bitch about. The SMGs were absolute shit, so we buffed the ASM-1 and MP-11 by increasing the range from Super Soaker distance instead of water pistol distance. And yes, the damage model still matches the analogy I just used. We also fixed a rare issue where the MDL projectiles would not explode, which made it even less effective than normal, which was less effective than a wet fart. The heavy weapons were also as useful as a solar-powered flashlight, so we buffed them. Don't be surprised if you run into people using the EM1 and singing the Ghostbusters tune while killing you. I wonder if we'll see the FaZe members rename themselves Ray, Peter, Winston, and Egon at the next MLG event. Speaking of MLG, we constantly get criticism about the game being made for the pros. Well, if that was the case, we wouldn't have to make a laundry list of updates to the broadcaster user interface, including adding bomb planting and defuse icons, adjusting the scoreboard placement to not block any of the amazing skills displayed by these aim-assisted pros, and adding basic info to the scoreboard like the timer and hardpoint, and round numbers and capture the flag, search and destroy, and uplink. But hey, at least this is easier to use than the Call of Duty Ghost broadcaster mode. What a fucking benchmark that thing set. We also added some basic settings to the esports rules that have been a part of every single competitive tournament for the past 5 years, but somehow were overlooked by our supposedly MLG focus, like friendly fire being enabled, batter chat disabled, and the silent search and destroy plant. Apparently Exo Mute wasn't good enough for you S&D sweaties. In that vein, ranked play has been fixed to not be as shitty as Ghost, in that we took out the joining in progress feature. We're now enforcing the latest esports rule set and turned off friendly fire. We don't need no trolls in ranked play. We also altered the score in many objective game modes, so now getting a score streak isn't as rare as Kanye West being humble. We made some adjustments to the score streaks, like that system hack graphic remaining on screen infinitely, because now you'll actually have it happen all the time in domination. It's almost like Lizard Squad's wet dream in those lobbies. Other score streak improvements include not having the Goliath egg getting stuck in midair like it was exposed on Overpowered's Not Top 5. And lastly, this isn't pacifist warfare. We fixed an issue where a player could come out of a user-controlled streak without a gun. Don't try and bring a knife to a gunfight, pal. We added some Polish and fan-requested improvements to the store. Not sure why we singled out the Polish here. Wait, what? That's Polish and not Polish? How the fuck am I supposed to know the difference? It's not like I worked on this. I'm just reading it off of the goddamn script you guys gave me. Anyways, speaking of useless shit that nobody cares about, we added different tiers to the weapon loot, so now you can filter out the stupid shit, like character customization on a first-person shooter, so that you can redeem it for XP in order to rank up quickly. We also cleaned up the HUD so that shit wouldn't be overlaying other shit, which was previously obfuscated by our huge, mungous mic chat displays. Also, we've had a lot of complaints about skill-based matchmaking, so we fixed that issue by adding it into our ranked playlist, which is supposed to be the playlist that's based on rank. Wait, what? The community wants skill-based matchmaking to be removed from the public playlist? What a bunch of vaginas! How do you think I became the best football player in my state in high school? It wasn't by stomping shitty players into the ground. It was by going against the best of the best and standing toe-to-toe with them. What's that? We already have ranked play for people that want to measure their edicts and DDoS people that they can't actually beat? Well, I just told you that we added skill-based matchmaking into ranked play, so maybe next time we'll think about removing skill-based matchmaking in our upcoming patch, which of course will be after the Christmas noobs get their hands on it, so we want to coddle them and make it easy for them to not stop playing our game like the majority of people have. But until then, reverse boosting will still be a problem, and Condry will continue to ban and reset people that do it, instead of actually addressing the real issue, which is that our game is about as fun as a colonoscopy, and more sweaty than a goddamn sauna.